Yeah, man, I'm bringing y'all this album review, man, from Russell, aka Pride, aka D Pride, from Brampton. You know what I mean, out there in Canada, whatever the case may be. He ain't really as big and known as he should be, but the boy is definitely talented, man. And he finally delivered his debut album. It's been a cool minute. You know what I'm saying? Waiting on this project. I've been listening to him since his Mars mixtape. That was some years ago. But anyway, it's been like over damn near a decade. You know what I mean? Getting to this point of his debut album, and honestly, if you know anything about his music, he didn't disappoint. You know, he gave you everything from his humble beginnings. Dealing with personal issues. He lost his mom not too long ago. Dealing with that, family issues, money troubles. At one point, he was signed to a major, and he even admitted in his music that he got kind of cocky and laid back and lazy, and eventually, kind of fell off or whatever the case may be. But he's been putting in the work, man, over the years with many mixtapes, EPs. You just gotta go out there and search. The brother's definitely, he doing what he doing. A lot of people give him flack because they feel like, oh, you're trying to be Drake, you sound like Drake. He talked about that also in one of his projects, where he basically saying that's the sound of my city. Like, we living in six. You know what I mean? Like, he basically was addressing certain things and at the same time just letting people know I'm me, I've been doing this. And if you remember him from earlier in YouTube where he was just freestyling over a lot of beats, so the boy definitely came through with a solid project, 15 records, really no features, but you do hear bits and pieces of additional vocalists throughout the project. And if you know anything about his music, he likes to use samples, but he'll sample his own music, which makes it dope. There's a couple samples in this album to where I couldn't pinpoint where I heard like bits and pieces of the record from, but I know one of the records, it was a song Young Guns did on their debut album. It's called The Life We Live. And if you listen to that beat and you hear the album, you definitely can pinpoint just a little tad bit that he used. But anyway, it opens up with the first track, Feed the Family, and basically talking about, taking care of his family, being himself, sacrificing for his dreams. And it's been 10 years in the making. And just saying, I won't give up materialism and be selfish. I'll bring that back and feed the family. It give to others before it gives to itself. And I thought that was pretty dope. It goes into track 2, which is First Day. That's just basically talking about his life from day one, the ups, the downs. It got a smooth vibe to it. The production is on point. He's rapping, from rapping to melodic hook to singing, because he does both singing and rapping, but just basically letting him know I've been here since day one, you know what I mean, doing my thing. Marbles, track 3, it's a good song. He's very vulnerable in this song. He talking about his come up, and you just feel like he lost his, how you lose your step for a minute, but then eventually you find yourself again, you know what I mean? So it's a good relatable song and hook on there. I definitely fuck with that. The Walls is another one, track 4. It's one of his melodic songs, you know what I mean, where he sings a lot. He had a crazy Rihanna line in there. I thought that was dope. And he does, at the ending of the record, like, he switches up his flow, the background ad-libs. It's fucking crazy. Like, when he does music like that, that's when you know he got one. Getting into track 5, this is one of the dopest records on here for me out of the entire album. Cry For Me, Die For Me. He using that slow flow, talking about a real life situation, as far as money troubles. He admits that he's 24 and doesn't own a home yet, girl problems, anxiety, the pain he going through in his life, and just basically asking that question, you cry for me, would you die for me? So I thought that was pretty dope, And not to jump off subject, I just literally seen a nigga on Twitter shooting a video and saying that the whole Drake and Pusha shit, he basically, "I'll die for Drake." And you could hear his bitch say like, "What? Would you die for me?" That shit was hella funny though. I don't know why they started that. But anyway, track 6, "Until There's Nothing Left." Dark production on this joint. You know what I mean? He going bananas with his flow. That hook he got on there is ill. I thought that was pretty raw. He spoke on his mom, his rap skills, and happened to be in the 8th grade. And when he was in the 8th grade, basically telling a story that the teacher took his rhyme book and basically tried to embarrass him or whatever by saying, "Oh, you want to be a rapper, you're no good at this." And just talking about life and haters and things of that nature. I don't know why so many people hate on him, but he addresses that on that song, so I thought that was dope. Pink Hair 85 got a crazy sample, very melodic, very smooth. It got a 90s vibe to it. You could tell he talking to a female. It's emotional driven in a sense. He's speaking from the heart, and I definitely like the skit on the end where he does that in his music from time to time. And throughout the project, he does have like skits at the end that his mom is like being interviewed or something like that, and I thought that was pretty dope. For me personally, it would have been hard for me to do that knowing my mom is no longer here, but I thought that record was dope. Getting into track 8, another favorite of mine, "I'm Broken." Another female orientated track. Deep lyrics. I love the slow guitar he has in there. I thought that was pretty, I guess you could kind of say romantic in a way, but yet it's conveying the emotion that you're trying to give off as far as what you're saying to the person you're talking to. So I thought that was dope. Like, I'm broken. Like, I done been through so much shit. It's like, fuck, man, I just quit. I give up. I can't take it. You know what I mean? So I thought that was pretty dope. Track 9, 410, it was okay. You know what I mean? He just basically saying, he's not into violence. Fuck you haters. You know what I mean? I'm still doing me. He definitely got the Drake flow on this, and if you hear, you definitely can see it. Not bad. Track 10, "Hell of a Night," basically party turn up type song. He do a cold beat switch up, you know what I mean? And he's definitely talking to somebody from his city as far as hating and shit like that. And throughout his career, as far as his music, he definitely addresses a lot of that in the music where people really want to not see him succeed, really want to fuck him up, beat him up, or shoot him and shit like that. And just instead of them going out and living their life and, chasing a dream, they'd rather hate on him. So that shit was kind of crazy to hear that. Track 11, "Booty Call." We all know what that's about. Females hooking up with hella bitches and shit. He has a crazy little Wayne line in there, and I was like, holy shit, that was pretty dope. The last 30 seconds of the record, he going off. Like, to pit that many kind of bars and lyrics in 30 seconds, I thought that was pretty raw. Track 12, "Friends." Very smooth song. Basically just chilling with some chicks and everything like that. Nothing too major. Kind of got that singy flow type vibe on the record. Not bad. Track 13, another good one, "Bring It Back." And it's just basically saying I'm going to go out, and do what I do as far as my career and, bring the money back home. And the background vocals is so unique. And the way he's talking about his life, his goals, making money, and never forgetting his hometown where he's from. Because he's from the same place Tory Lane's from, Brampton or whatever. And that's just basically giving it up to his hometown, which I thought was dope. Pixar Movies, another good one. Definitely enjoyed the cockiness of his flows, his witty lines. It's just basically motivation for people in his city and everything like that. The background vocals is crazy. And I was like, damn, Pixar Movies, because he does that where he'll name, a song, a certain title, but then sometimes the content of the song don't particularly match the title of the song, if you get what I'm saying. But nevertheless, good record right there. And the last track, February 15th, it's just ending everything, just talking about his family, his life, his ups and downs, his struggle, overall everything that he's been through. And it has a ending part where it's a story within the entire album, as far as, like I said, his mom like interviewed or something, and the last little skit that he got is his mom talking about his dad, because his dad really ain't been in his life or whatever the case may be. And I thought that was pretty dope to end the album like that. And I don't want to get it wrong, I do believe February 15th is, I do think the day his mom passed away. Don't quote me on that, you know what I mean? I kind of forget when it was. I do believe it was the beginning of this year or the end of last year where his mom passed. But nevertheless, Solid album, man. Very impressed by this. Didn't know what to expect. It's been a minute since he first announced it and got pushed back a couple times, but it definitely was worth the wait. If you don't really know who he is, go check him out on YouTube. Apple Music, check his music out. Go on that pick and check his older mixtapes out. Bro, it's pretty dope, man. Repping for where he's from, and hopefully he gets the success that he's been yearning for all these years. Sometimes you get an opportunity, you drop the ball, but you learn from that mistake. You pick the ball up and slam dunk that bitch. But other than that, Russell, debut album Russell, it's dope. I fuck with it. Give it a solid 8 out of 10, man. Bro is definitely talented. So other than that, if y'all heard it, let me know what y'all think about it. I'm out of here. 1.